of electors. And what that does is that keeps Trump's legal challenges in play. Republicans are creating alternate slates of electoral votes in contested battleground states in the event of a challenge of the presidential election on the House floor, a move President Trump's senior advisor Jason Miller previewed on Monday. So we've seen this happen in several states. Those states are, let me get these up for you, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada, and now New Mexico have picked a slate of electoral delegates for President Trump and Joe Biden. Now, there's been some drama. For instance, in Michigan, they wouldn't let the alternate slate of GOP electors in to cast their vote. But in spite of not being allowed in the Capitol building by the police, the GOP electors did cast their votes for Donald John Trump in clash with the DNC electors who casted their votes for Biden. In Arizona, the Arizona GOP electors casted their vote for President Trump. Wisconsin GOP electors voted for Trump. Historic and unparalleled. Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico all had GOP electors cast votes for real Donald Trump. That preserves President Trump's right to remedy fraud with his own electors. So what does this mean? Well, we can look at a Reuters article from October. And it said, if you want to look this up, it was published October 16th, before Election Day. Explainer, dueling electors pose risk of U.S. vote deadlock. In the United States, and once again, this is according to Reuters, which is a trusted, authoritative news source according to this platform. In the United States, a candidate becomes president by securing the most electoral votes rather than winning a majority of the national popular vote. Known as the Electoral College, the system allots electors to the 50 states and the District of Columbia, largely based on their population. It is theoretically possible for the governor and legislature, each representing a different political party, to submit two different election results, leading to so-called dueling slate of electors. And that is what was done. States with close contests between Republican President Donald Trump and his Democratic rival Joe Biden could produce a competing slate of electors, one certified by the governor and the other by the legislature. So which set of electors would prevail? Well, both chambers of Congress could accept the same slate of electors, which would almost certainly put the matter to rest. So that means that come a few weeks from now, they could say, we accept the electors that the governor, that the people said, Joe Biden, and then that would be what would be official. The chambers could also split, which is very likely, because in the Senate they could pick the non-Biden Harris votes, and the Democrats, who by a slim margin will be holding on to their House majority, could want Biden Harris ticket. And then if lawmakers can't agree on a set of electors, this is what Reuters said, the country will find itself in uncharted territory. And folks, we are in uncharted territory. The President Trump has not conceded the election to Joe Biden. Why should he? There's allegations. There was. I mean, we know there was. Massive shenanigans, skullduggery, fraud. The thing was fraught with questions. At the very least, there is plausible allegations, and there are lots of legal things. Now, a lot of people say the left and MSNBC and CNN and your Democrat friends and family are dismissing it and saying, oh, it's all been all these cases have been dismissed. They've been dismissed. They haven't even been heard. That's right. These judges and our own Supreme Court justice has just said, we are not going to even listen to them. Trying to stop a sneeze here because I want to do this in one take. Also want you to be aware that, and once again, we'll break this down more in the later edition, that GOP Representative Mo Brooks vows to fight this election in January when it comes before Congress. So we've got that to look forward to. He is not going to back down. As a matter of fact, he says, I made a choice. I can either sit with Surrender Caucus or stand up and fight. And Representative Mo Brooks said that he is going to stand up and fight and not sit with the Surrender Caucus. I love that, the Surrender Caucus, the rhinos and what have you, who have been saying things opposite. Check this out. The Georgia Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, who I want to remind you has allegedly, by Sidney Powell's repeated statements, has received, or his family has received, kickbacks from these voting machine systems. And yes, he's a Republican, but he is not a patriot. He is on the problem / part of the problem column. There's only two columns, patriots and the problem.
Wave Hybrid was designed for people who are having more trouble